Hey guys, what is up? RedPandaMining here. How you guys all doing? I hope you're all doing well and having a great day. In this video, I would like to talk about Monero. Good old XMR. Okay, so they just announced, I don't know if they just announced, but this is a Twitter post that they made about a couple days ago on June 5th. RandomX, a new proof of work algorithm. So as you guys know, with Monero, they do hard forks every, 1 or 2 times a year. And so they've switched algorithms quite a bit just so that they could stay ASIC resistant. And as you can see here, they have a blog post which I'll read through real soon. The RandomX is a new ASIC resistant proof of work algorithm used where decentralization matters. Okay, so before I go into that, the Monero hash rate currently is about 266, but according to miningpoolstats.stream, it's about 328 mega hash. So yeah, it looks like it's around there. And you can see XMR Monero, it's pretty well decentralized. I mean, in terms of spread out hash rate, the hash rate is pretty spread out in the network, so that looks pretty good. But one thing I wanted to show you guys was the last hard fork that Monero had was around May 9th or May 8th. Yeah, May 9th. And they were getting about 1 gigahash on their network. And when they hard forked to their new algorithm, Kryptonite R, I believe is from Kryptonite V8 to Kryptonite VR. It is a Kryptonite R. It's now dropped down between 200 to 350 mega hash. And you can see it hasn't jumped up that much since the hard fork. So it looks like, yeah, they did kick off mainly all those ASIC miners, all the Monero XMR miners, like from Bitmain and some other companies, I forgot. But yeah, you can see. So it's cool to see that Monero is wanting to, stay ASIC resistant, and they're staying ahead of the game, right? They're doing this now so that they can get ready in case, Kryptonite R is found on like an FPGA or a new ASIC miner. So yeah, it's cool that they announced this. So let's go ahead and read through this. This is the MoneroOutreach.org. So this is they're talking about what is Monero X. So let's go through it, guys. What year is it? It seems like only yesterday they were saying that a privacy coin couldn't be pruned and that an ASIC will win in the end. But here we are, about to prune and talk about RandomX, wearing our space helmets. RandomX still must go through the process of becoming tried and true, which is audits, which I know that they're going through right now. But it's an exciting part of Monero's pipeline. This guide gives an overview of its nature and plans and where you can learn more. All right, so let's read through it. What is RandomX proof of work? Okay, RandomX is a new proof of work algorithm that Monero is scheduled to begin using in the next network update, which I believe is in this October this year, 2019. RandomX is designed to be ASIC resistant by using random code execution and memory hard techniques to prevent specialized mining hardware from dominating the network. Because RandomX is optimized for general purpose CPUs, the network will be more decentralized and egalitarian in the distribution of block rewards. Okay, so first thing that I see here, because RandomX is optimized for general purpose CPUs, so are they going to phase out, GPU mining? That's interesting. Okay, Howard Chu will be speaking about RandomX at the Monero Conferenco. I can't pronounce that. I guess it's their own conference coming up. Until then, visit the RandomX GitHub, which I have coming up soon. I'll show you guys for more details. Okay, so let's keep going. RandomX is beginning the auditing process with Trail of Bits, X41, Quarks Lab, and Kudelski Group. Okay, that's cool. Okay, so what will change, guys? Let's keep going. Let's keep reading here. ASICs are the main casualty of RandomX, but since it's optimized for CPUs, GPUs won't get the same increase in hash rate. Interesting. Okay. So CPUs are getting a bump in optimization and hash rate, but GPUs won't increase in hash rate. Okay, so early NVIDIA CUDA benchmarks reveal that hash rates increases between 100% and 150%, and that's expected to improve with more optimizations. Work for AMD GPUs is underway. Okay, so apparently when I read GPUs won't get the same increase in hash rate, does that mean AMD GPUs are not going to get that kind of optimization? But NVIDIA cards are getting that optimization and have seen increases between 100 and 150% on NVIDIA cards? Wow, okay. Okay, interesting. Okay, I'm going to read it on here, guys. Because RandomX is memory hard, it's expected that botnets and malware mining will decrease as memory consumption will be more easily noticed by administrators. An overall decrease in net hash will increase the proportion of block rewards going to legitimate miners, whether they are mining with CPUs or GPUs. Okay, so one thing I just want to talk about first is it says RandomX is memory hard. So with AMD cards and NVIDIA cards, you know, being pretty good with memory-based algorithms, and they said that there wasn't any hash rate increase for AMD GPUs, but there is for NVIDIA cards. That is kind of interesting, and I feel like this is kind of like a PoW situation where, you know, PoW, the RX 570, 580, well, the early results showed that a GTX 1060 hash rate on PoW was the exact same as an RX 570 or 580 8GB card. So, and the RX 580s take a lot more power as well. So, I feel like this is kind of a hit to AMD cards, but don't quote me on that. Things will change. Obviously, this is a new proof of work algorithm. They're still working on optimizations and whatnot. That could change, but that's just my speculation. Okay, I'm gonna skip this part here. RandomX has two modes with different memory requirements and performance. Okay, so actually no, I'm gonna read this. Fast mode requires 2 GB of shared memory. Okay, of light mode, which only requires 256 GB of RAM. Fast mode is intended for dedicated miners. So does that mean they need more RAM? Interesting. Okay, okay, so here's some benchmarks for the RandomX. They have a Ryzen 7 1700 CPU. So on Kryptonite R initially, which is the algorithm right now for Monero, they are getting 650 hashes per second on a Ryzen 7. And on RandomX, it is now 4100 hashes. Wow. That's like 6 times faster on the new algorithm, RandomX. Okay, interesting. And then RandomX light mode is 620 hashes. Interesting. Okay, and then an i7 is about from 240 hash to 17 hash, and an Intel i3 is from 75 hash to 510 hashes. Interesting. Okay, so now there's a GPU benchmark here for Kryptonite for RandomX. So a GTX 1660 Ti. So on Kryptonite R initially, it gets 626 hashes at 98 watts, and on the new RandomX, it's about 660 hashes at 103 watts. And then a GTX 1080 Ti is 787 hashes at 145 watts, and RandomX is 1136 at 190 watts. Interesting. So I'm kind of speculating why is there no AMD benchmarks on this part here. That's kind of worrying for me and for AMD guys, but looks like they did say they are working on the AMD GPUs is underway. So who knows what the hash rate will be. Final things to note, guys, is Monero is launching the RandomX in their up-and-coming version 6 update, which we'll call Random WoW. Okay, so WoWnero, this is the first time I'm hearing of WoWnero, as another coin, I'm guessing, Monero is a fork of the cryptocurrency Monero with the primary alterations with the Dogecoin symbol and Monero. That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny. Okay, so if we want to see what the hash rate is for, AMD cards and NVIDIA cards, we can do some testing on Monero, I guess, coming up real soon. Okay, guys, so the GitHub for RandomX is here if you guys want to check it out. Come. I'll have it linked down below. As well as the with the RandomX audits, there has been an audit of happened already, and there's one from a company called Trail of Bits, and this is a security assessment that that happened on May 28th, 2019. And they did find one issue. They said here, we found one low severity issue with the use of single AES rounds in RandomX not providing full diffusion of input bits across the output. We also documented concerns around bias in the output of superscalar hash when used in conjunction with non-default parameters. So apparently they did find one issue, but I read somewhere that they are going to fix that in the next iteration of RandomX, or they are going to fix that. So yeah, let me know what you think, guys. I'm just going to end off that they are going to have a conference on June 22nd to 23rd of this year, coming up this month, actually. And it's called Monero Conferenco. I guess I butchered that name, but yeah, they're going to have a conference and talk about RandomX and some other stuff. And I guess to end off with my final thoughts of RandomX, guys, I am not a heavy Monero miner myself, just to give you guys that information. So I am not like too biased or anything with Monero, but one thing I am worried about is that this is kind of like a PoW situation where PoW, right as of right now, from what the benchmarks I've seen, is leaning towards NVIDIA cards. So it's kind of unfair, obviously, to the AMD cards and all the AMD guys, but and I feel like this is kind of a similar situation that's going to happen with NVIDIA. But who am I to say? I'm not saying it's fair or not fair. People who bought NVIDIA cards or AMD cards, Monero is just one coin, right? This also coincides with Ethereum and Ethereum Classic. They're possibly moving to new algorithms, right? PoW, SHA-3 for Ethereum Classic. Who knows how well those cards, are going to do for AMD cards and NVIDIA cards. And if Monero is going to do this in October of this year, what coins, what's the price? What's the next coin everyone's going to flock to, right? Which coin is the next GP mineable coin? Are people going to flock to like maybe Vertcoin? I love Vertcoin, so that would be pretty cool. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, interesting, guys. Really, the top 20 coins are going to be hard forking into new algorithms. So who knows? I'm not sure what's going to happen, guys, but just giving you guys some speculation that I'm thinking that's going to happen in the future. And yeah, I'll probably make another video on that. But thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you guys think about Monero X. I think it's kind of interesting. So smash the like button, guys. Please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. I appreciate all of you who watch me day in and day out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, and peace out.